Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I was in a Christian bookstore a while back, and I ran across this tiny little book. It so intrigued me. The title of the book was The Ultimate Secret to Getting Absolutely Everything You Want. I lost that tiny little book, and I had to rebuy it at Amazon, and now I have a bigger book. But it was very small and very intriguing. This book was written by Mike Hernacki as he went through his own processes of life. When he was a lawyer, he was sitting in the hallway, and two other lawyers stopped in front of him. And one lawyer says to the other, "I'm glad this case is over." He says, "Because I'm moving my practice to Florida." And the other one says, "Oh, how I envy you. I always wanted to move to Florida." He said, "Then why don't you?" He says, "Well, I can't. I can't now." He says, "I have an established practice. My family is rooted here. How can I pick all that up and just move to Florida?" And the other lawyer says to him, "That's funny." He says, "I have the same things, but I am moving to Florida." Lawyer says, "You are unresponsible. You should consider your family. How can you just pick up and leave?" And he stomps off angrily down the hall, and the other one happily goes on his merry way. And another time, Mr. Hernacki attended a conference by a multimillionaire who was speculating in commodities. And so he was giving his conference, everybody's listening to this thing on commodities, and then someone from the back stops. He says, "Hey, wait a minute. Don't you see that this speculation is very risky? Don't you see that you could lose every penny that you have? Why do you do it?" He says, "Well, yes, I see it. But I am willing to take the risk." What, ladies and gentlemen, do you want? Do you want a better home? A better job? A happy marriage? Fame, fortune, success? What do you want from your life? Whatever you want, you can have it. Whether it is large or small, whether it's near at hand or so far out of your reach that you think you could never get to it. All you need to know is this simple but powerful secret. And that secret is, in order to accomplish something, you must be willing to do whatever it takes to accomplish it. I'm going to repeat it. In order to accomplish something, you must be willing to do whatever it takes to accomplish it. This is not a new principle. This principle is old as mankind. We have all used it at one time or another, whether we realize it or not, going through our careers. Whenever we have accomplished something important, or something that was a real challenge to us, you used a secret. Whenever you overcame obstacles, we used a secret. It's not necessary to be aware of the secret to use it successfully. But people who are aware of this secret have bigger results, more wealth, more happiness than others that are not aware of the secret. Again, I want you to remember this. In order to accomplish something, you must be willing to do whatever it takes to accomplish it. The key word here is willingness. Just what is willingness? It has been defined as a frame of mind that is open to every possible demand, without judgment, reservation, or refusal. But in order for this secret to work for you, you must first begin with recognizing something that may be difficult, even painful for you to look at. We must realize that we alone are the source of the conditions and situations in our life. It is our choices that has put us here. Some good choices, some bad choices along the way. Maybe you're on your way to the road, but it has been our choices that have determined who we are. The state of our health, our finances, our personal relationships, our professional life. It is all our doing and ours alone. It is not the fault of our parents, our spouse, our children, or that we were born poor, or that we were born black, brown, white. It's our choices that has put us to where we are today. Once we recognize that everything exists right now is our creation, we see that everything we can or will exist in the future is also our creation. When we accept responsibility for creating a situation, we are then ready to assume responsibility for changing it. We can move to our destination, to our goals. But first, what are your goals? You have to have an idea of what you want. And it's just not some idea that you're going to pull out of the hat. You have to have an idea of what you really want. This idea will go to your subconscious mind, but that subconscious mind works best when it is clear. Do you want lots of money? How much money do you want? $1,000? $10,000? $10 million? Have a specific goal in mind. Not just, I want lots of money. If you want a new job, you think, oh, I want a new job. But what kind of job do you want? Sometimes we just fall into place for our jobs. Sometimes we're lucky and we are in the job that we want it to be. But sometimes we're not. We absolutely hate what we're doing. Hate going to work every day. So we need to do something about it. And the second is a commitment. A commitment is an attitude. It's not just a promise or obligation to do something. Commitment is a feeling of confidence. It is a firm belief that what you want is so desirable, so important, that you, in the end, it's worth doing no matter what it takes. It has to be firm desire, firm commitment. This confidence is an unwavering belief is what the ultimate secret is all about. The secret is so simple. It's automatic. It works by itself. But that does not mean that it works all the time or that it can't be stopped. If that were the case, we'd all be running around happily loaded down with everything we wanted, just happy as could be. But the fact is that we stop working the secret, we stop working that principle more often than we allow it to work. For example, Let's say you have a clear objective to be president of your company in 5 years. So you decide to make a list of the things that you need to become president of the company. Number 1, work in all the departments of the company. Number 2, get an advanced college degree. Number 3, work 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. And so on goes the list, and you get to number 40. Relocate to another city. And you say, oh no, wait a minute. I'm willing to do all the items except relocate to another city. You just lost that principle of commitment because you were unwilling to relocate. The principle doesn't say you're going to have to do all these things. It says that you are willing to do all these things. You may never have to work 12-hour days. Mm-hmm. You may never have to relocate to another city. But that unwillingness stopped the principle from working. When you say, I am not willing to any aspect of anything it takes to get what you want, you instantly shut down that powerful mechanism that was automatically starting to bring your goal to you. Now you have the ultimate secret. With a secret to guide and inspire you. Now you can go out and get whatever you want. The secret works no matter how old you are, what kind of physical shape you're in, how much money and education you have, where you live, whom you know, or what you have done in the past. You only need 2 things: an objective, a clear idea of what you want, and a commitment of confidence that you will continue to pursue what you want no matter what happens. Now, this secret doesn't take you to being president. The journey getting there is what the excitement of becoming what you want to become. It's a journey. You take mountain climbers. They go up a mountain, climb ropes, dangerous, knuckles all scraped, climbing and climbing and climbing the mountains. And they finally get to the top. Did they accomplish their goal? Yes. But they look and say, oh wow, look at the view. And now it's getting dark, we better get down. But it leads you to many, many places. Any place you want to go. And anything you want to do. Remember again the ultimate secret. In order to accomplish something, you must be willing to do whatever it takes to accomplish it. Thank you.